Welcome to Rachel Uncensored, one of the few places on the internet that you can find an uncensored version of me. Hello, I'm Rachel, and welcome back with another solo episode. Don't worry, for those who hate it, I will not be reading Am I the Assholes? I've decided to actually do something that is a little maybe sad, maybe inspirational, but probably because I'm a giant goof. I don't want to call myself a goofball. Ew, I hated that. Oh my God, I can't stand. Already off on a tangent. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. I cannot stand when people refer to themselves as goofballs or silly gooses. I don't know what it is. My friends, some of them are single, and we have in the past put Hinges and Tinders up on the big screen, and we swipe with the person, help people come up with texts of the people they actually like, whatever, the intro, your initiation, hitting on, whatever. It's a group project. Sometimes your friend's love life is a group project. And I have every time, even when I was on Hinge for 3 days, anytime someone refers to themselves as silly or goofy, I don't know, something inside of me dries up. I get the ick immediately. And I understand, because sometimes I want to describe myself that way, to be like, no, I'm not being serious, I'm being silly. But even saying it like that is totally fine. But when someone's like, I'm just a silly little goose. Oh my God, I'm such a goofball. Oh my God, I took a silly picture. Stuck my tongue out. Oops. I have to admit, I have done it. I'm aware I'm a hypocrite. But whenever someone else does it, because I don't even have words. For some reason, it's a me problem. It is a me problem. Please, if you refer to yourself in such a manner, please don't stop. I think I'm the only one that suffers from this. I don't know what is wrong with me. Maybe it's because when I hear people refer to themselves in such a manner, I know that they're not meeting my level of humor or weirdness. I think when someone says, I'm just a silly little goose, I'm just a goofball, I'm the class clown, I immediately go, no, you're not. I don't believe them. And I chalk them up to being a liar. I don't know why. Again, it is a me problem and something I need to sort within myself, because I don't like that I judge these people. I don't like that is my initial reaction. First impressions are hard. I try really hard not to go by them, because some people are really good at lying and don't show their true colors for like 6 months, a year in. But I've never not given someone a chance because of something like that. But the ick happens, guys. And I don't know why. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, we're going to go through regrets in life. Other people's regrets, my regrets, things I don't want to regret. I don't know why, but that word I sat down and it sank into me. And I said, okay, that's what we're going to do. So that's what we're doing today. But first, we're going to read an entry from my book, 101 Things That Pisses Me Off. Guys, we're almost done. We just have, what are we on? We're on 80. Holy shit, we only have 21 more of these bad boys. Yeesh kebabs. Okay. Here we go. You know what pisses me off? What, Rachel? The lack of shelving in public bathrooms. This is still an annoyance, but I feel as though if it's gotten better somehow. I don't know. And it reads, most of the time, women will have a purse or a bag on them. So when public restrooms for women don't have a place to put that bag, I get angry. Okay, I do not have a bag. Normally, I might take a fanny pack around, which, by the way, I feel like I need to start rocking a fanny pack again. I love a good fanny pack. What are they called now? A buckle bag, a seatbelt strap bag, purse, buckle. Oh, fuck, what are they called? The youths don't call them fanny packs anymore. Also, fanny means vagina in other places. To us, it means butt. Because I guess I don't know. Anyway, I need to start rocking those again. I digress. Here we go. Continuing reading. It says, I get angry, but that's not the only reason I'm angry. Oh no. If I'm on the toilet, I'm going to be looking through my phone. And when it comes time to wipe, I'm going to want to put my phone down. So if I don't have a secure place to put my phone, like on the top of the boxy toilet paper dispenser, I'm gonna freak out. A little aggressive. I will say back in my younger years, I was very, very aggressive. A little dramatic. I've always been. But then I took a photo of what I would like all bathrooms to have. That little, the toilet paper box thing, and then you can place your phone on it. You can place your phone on it. That's a good place to keep your phone. And when places don't have that, yeah, I'm a little annoyed, but you could just put it back in your pocket, put it in your pants, whatever. I just feel like people need to make life more convenient for others. When you're putting a bathroom together, close the gaps in the door, make sure the locks actually align, make a little hanger for your bag, make a little shelf for your phone. I've been to some concert venues where they have cup holders in the bathroom. Genius. I'm loving those people that invented that. People that thought that up, get yours. I hope you got a big dollar for that. I hope you are given the recognition and appreciation that you deserved. I applaud you. And when you're in, and then also maybe put changing stations in men's bathrooms so that they can change the babies. Because there are some men that do that. There are some single fathers. There are some men that actually enjoy taking care of their children. Where are they supposed to change a diaper? Where are they supposed to do it? Please tell me. Not all places have family bathrooms. Or the line's really long because there's only one. Let's help everyone out here. It can't cost that much. It can't cost that much more money to implement these things. It's just that people don't care. They don't care. And that upsets me. All right. I kind of want to read another one, and I don't know why. I feel I'm in the mood to read my own words. Narcissistic as it may be, it is the truth. Let's just read one more. I'm in the mood to be pissed off. Maybe it's the political climate these days. Who knows? Here we go. Number 81. You know what pisses me off? The fact that I still need quarters to do my laundry. Oh, yeah, this one's old, guys. This is when I lived in a 1-bedroom apartment with no washer or dryer in my unit. I had to use the laundry room downstairs or the laundromat next door. This was back in the day, y'all. I am taking a moment to appreciate where I was and where I am now. I have my own washer and dryer now. That is huge. That is something to be extremely thankful for. I can wash and dry things whenever I want. That is a beautiful thing in life. Oh, okay, I'm going to read this. I love being able to look back. I gotta say, being on the internet for my entire adult life. I have been on the internet. My sister went viral when I was, I think, a senior in high school. And I've been making appearances since then and then took it seriously, I think at 21, 22. I've been on the internet my entire adult life. That is insane. Anyway, it has its pros. It has its cons. It is a blessing and a curse. My life has been out there for people to judge and comment on, but it's also out there so I can look back and see how much I've grown, see how much I've changed, I can see all the cool things I've done. My entire life is documented for me, by me, basically. And I think that is nifty. Not many people get to look back and see how much they've changed, how much they've accomplished. Like our memories fail us. So to have something like this, a book of my, this shows what I felt and thought when I was in my early 20s. That's so cool. There's been so many times I've looked back at my vlogs to see, I was trying to find something and be like, oh my gosh, I forgot that I was in Ireland. Oh my gosh, I forgot I was in Italy. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was such a fun camping trip. Or, oh my gosh, when I got Snoop. There's so many things I get to look back on that my brain would have just kind of forgotten about, or I forget that it was such a big deal. And I love that. I love that I have that opportunity. So I think even if I stopped making this my career, I would still post for my own memories. Just my future self. It's really cool. Anyway, it's like journaling. Oh, the video. Vlogging. That's what that is called. Okay. Anyway, sorry. I'm going to read this. The fact that I still need quarters to do my laundry. Quarters are like gold to me. I don't care about how much money I have in the government issued. Sorry. I don't care about how much money I have in the government insured bank. I care about how many quarters I have in my piggy bank. I will never be that person who says, keep the change. That change is mine. I am that person now. I am definitely that person that says keep the change every once in a while, whether it be to a bartender, a server, a driver, a delivery person. I have definitely said keep the change now because change is no longer gold to me. I still appreciate it. I will pick a penny up. Y'all, I have no problem bending over and picking a penny up off the ground. That is still currency. That is still money. I am still slightly a penny pincher. I care about saving and investing. Hold on, Joy's texting me. She's asking if I need anything from PetSmart or Petco. No, I think I'm good. Anyway, I still value a penny. I still value a quarter. But my sister taught me this way back when I started getting a little money in my bank account. She said that Joan Grande taught her this. So this has been passed down where you might get up to a point in your life, you might already be there, where $1 to you doesn't mean much, but $1 to someone else could mean a lot. So if you're in the position where that dollar's not going to make or break your day, maybe give it to someone else who it will. So when you're tipping, always tip big because, so you tip 30% instead of 20. Back then, the average was 15%. She goes, always tip 20% because it doesn't make quite a difference to you. That's what, like $2 extra or $3 extra, maybe $5 or $10 extra. That might not do much to you, but it might make the server's day to be like, oh my God, that table tipped 30%. So now that I have money, that is more my thought process where I will say keep the change. I will tip more than is necessary because that my sister teaching me that, who was taught by Joan Grande, that has always just kind of stuck with me. So while change is still exciting to find in my pockets and on the ground, I realize I don't need to keep that. So I'd rather give it to someone else. That's not saying I'm giving all my money away. Obviously, I'd like to retire one day. So I am saving my money so that one day I can live peacefully without anyone bugging me and comfortably. But yeah, so I don't still have that thought process, but a little bit of me does. I still get excited when I find a quarter on the ground. Oh my God, finding a quarter on the ground? You're rich. You're absolutely rich. I love that. Okay, before we move on to the regrets, let's check to see if we have a sponsor for today. Sponsor! Home Chef. Home Chef is our sponsor for today. The holiday season is over, but the cold weather is definitely sticking around. Luckily, Home Chef is delivering healthy new recipes and your favorite comfort foods to help you stay cozy, and you never have to leave your house. Home Chef delivers fresh ingredients and chef-designed recipes convenient to your doorstep to simplify your cooking experience. Users of leading meal kits have rated Home Chef #1 in quality, convenience, value, taste, and recipe ease, which is something I definitely look for. They have over 30 options a week and serve a variety of dietary needs. Plus, it's economical. Home Chef customers save an average of $86 per month on groceries, which is a big deal with the price of groceries right now. And when meal planning ends up on the back burner, check out Home Chef's new 5-ingredient meals that simplify prep with super easy recipe steps using just 5 fresh, pre-portioned ingredients. For a limited time, Home Chef is offering my listeners 18 free meals, plus free desserts for life, and of course, free shipping on your first box. Go to homechef.com/Rachel. That's homechef.com/Rachel for 18 free meals and free dessert for life. Homechef.com/Rachel. You must be an active subscriber to receive the free dessert. Thank you, Home Chef. All right, guys. So I quickly Googled people's biggest regrets because I'm getting to a point in my life where I'm like, I want to make sure I'm doing everything. People always keep asking, well, are you going to have kids? Are you going to get married? And I have seen a lot of things that people who choose to not have children tend to not regret it. And there are people who have had children who do kind of regret it. They love their children, or they don't, but they have regretted that. So I've never had an overwhelming desire to have a child. There's been moments in my life where I've gone, yeah, that seems like it could be fun. And then I hang out with a kid and I go, oh, this is a lot of work. I don't know if I want to do that. So I like knowing that people that choose to not have children don't usually regret it. But I'm at that point in my life where I need to make sure I'm either going to set myself up to do all the things I want to do, or I have already done them. I'm 33. I'm kind of at a midpoint where I still have all of my wits about me. I have a very able body, a bank account that would allow me to do most things that I really, really want to do. So I was like, okay, there are things I obviously want. There's like a million things. Everyone has a million things they want to do, you know? There's so many places I want to travel to. There's so many types of dogs I want to own. There's so many different types of cars I want to drive, beaches I want to explore. Just, there's so much adventure. I want to know what it's like to ride a motorcycle. I want to be able to go down a Black Diamond on my snowboard and not even think about it. And then my friend Sid the other night was saying she made a bingo card of all the things she wants to achieve this year. And I was like, isn't that a vision board? She goes, well, I get to put it in a bingo card, and then if I complete a row, I get to scream bingo. I was like, I like that. So I was like, okay, what do I put on my bingo card? I'm just in this moment. I'm in this moment of life of what have I achieved and what do I still want to achieve? So I want to make sure I wasn't missing anything big, okay? So I Googled people's biggest regrets. And then, so the things are, I'm just going to read what Google says, the AI overview. People's biggest regrets can include things related to education, career, relationships, and more. Education is one of the biggest regrets, not staying in school, not studying harder, and not getting a college degree. I've checked that. I got my bachelor's degree. I did school. I'm proud of myself because I'm not a very good scholar might be the actual word. I am a little sad that I still haven't figured out English, but that's fine. I'm actually reading more. I've been reading so many books, and I'm very glad I've taken that up again. It has not made me smarter by any means, but it is a very healthy habit to have, and it kind of keeps me off my phone before I go to bed, which science says to do. So I have picked up reading, and I'm very glad I have. But I don't have any regrets about education. I did cheat a lot in school because I'm under the thought process of it's more important to figure out how to get things done versus how to memorize things. I'm not in a career where I need to memorize stuff. I never thought I would be in a career where I needed to memorize things. And that's what a lot of school is just memorizing. I like to figure out things. I like to solve puzzles. And so for me, I was like, I'm having the hardest time memorizing all these things. How do I solve that? So I didn't memorize. I just found ways to cheat. A lot of the time, guys, I'm not saying to cheat. I'm not at all. I'm just saying my experience. Learn your shit. Learn it. You'll be more thankful you did. But I don't regret it because I never really got caught to a point where it hurt anything. So that doesn't mean you won't get caught, because if you get caught cheating, you're fucking screwed. So I would suggest not doing that. And then the second biggest regret is career, not asking for a raise. Well, I work for myself. Not prioritizing a work-life balance, staying at a job too long, and not negotiating a salary. I will say I have worked pretty hard to manage a good work-life balance, which is hard when you're an internet person, because being a successful internet person, you really have to make your entire life your job. Everything you do to be successful, like extremely successful, top of the barrel. Is that what it's? The cream of the crop, the top of the barrel, the best of the best. You really have to make the internet your entire job. And I became okay with not being the best of the best and making sure I have my own life and have a life that I love outside of work. I will say I have regretted not taking bigger chances. I'm not a risk taker. I am not a risk taker at all because I'm the kind of person who I know this works, so I'll keep doing this. I know what I'm comfortable with. And there have been so many things where I was like, if I took that leap earlier, or if I had taken that leap at all, I probably might be more successful without having to sacrifice so much of my time. So I'm trying to get over that. I'm trying to figure out what the reward, how big the reward needs to be for me to risk it. Am I going to risk it for the biscuit? All right. Do I quit my main channel and focus and go hard on vlogs? That's been something that's been on my head, my heart for a while, my chest. I feel like when someone says this has been on my heart for a while, it sounds very religious to me. It sounds very heavy and emotional. This has been on my mind a lot. Just getting rid of my main channel and solely focusing on my vlog channel and going hard, making those super entertaining. And I think I could do it, but I don't know if the reward, if it would pay off, if it would be as successful as I'm thinking it could be. So that one is something I don't want to regret my career. So I got to take a hard look at that. Okay. And then relationships, the third highest thing people regret is relationships, not standing up for yourself, holding grudges, staying in a bad relationship, and not being close to family members. I love where I'm at, so I can't be super mad, but I do look back on my last relationship and I am so pissed. I understand why I stayed in it for so long, but there is a huge piece of regret there. I can't regret it because where I'm at, I'm so happy. And if I had stayed in it, if I had ended it earlier, I might not have ended up with Abby. And I'm so happy in this relationship and I love her so much. So it's such a hard thing because this is what I regret. I regret letting someone take advantage of me. I regret letting someone hurt me over and over and over again. I regret not being strong enough to stand up for myself. I'm mad at myself for that. And I've tried, as the years have gone on, I've dealt with some really shitty people. I've dealt with some really manipulative people that, you think they're friends, you think that they're a good partner, and then they end up just being shit. Because like I said earlier, it takes 6 months to a year for someone to start showing their true colors sometimes if they're very good at manipulation and they're very good at lying. So over the years, I've gotten better at the second I recognize a pattern to end it, to just be either distance myself or end it. Because that's another thing. Because I was talking about some college friend I had. I was telling my friend Cedar and Abby about her. And Abby was like, why were you friends with her for 3-4 years? And I said, well, and she's like, how do you keep ending up with these shitty people in your life? And I said, it takes a while for a pattern to start showing itself, because for a while someone can lie. Let's say someone can lie and manipulate really well for a year, and then they slowly start showing their true colors. Well, the first time they do it, it's a year in and you're like, oh, that was weird. And they're like, I was just a fucking off day. I'm so sorry. And then 3 months later, it happens again. And you're like, hey, you've done this before. I've talked to you. I am so sorry. And so it's a year and a half in, right? And then not 3 months later, 2 months, 1 month later, they do it again. And then you're like, this is starting to become a pattern. And then at 2 years is when you fully can, maybe I'm just this is just something that's happened to me. 2 years in, you're like, oh, this is bullshit. And then it might take you a while to ease out of it. It might take you a while to come to terms with it. But that's what happens. That has happened time and time again. It's why people stay in shitty relationships. And everyone goes, well, when I first met them, I've said that so many times. There are 3 huge people in my life where I've been like, well, when I met them, it was so much fun. When I met them, all we did was laugh and they were adventurous and spontaneous. And now I can see what type of people they were when I met. And now I'm cautious of those types of people when I first meet them. If there's this massive draw and there's so much fun and blah, 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 there's just certain things that I know to look for now. But I unfortunately have come in contact with a lot of those people because I feel like when I first meet people, I used to give them the benefit of the doubt. And now not so much anymore. And it's hardened me. But I'm getting better at it, and I refuse to let it keep happening to me. So I don't regret, but I'm mad at myself. How about that? Okay. And then other regrets people have is not traveling, not learning another language, not expressing feelings. That's a huge one. Oh my God, that's a huge one. I travel a lot. I'm still trying to learn Spanish. I keep going back to it. It's not something that comes natural to me. Learning other languages. Some people are really good at it. I'm not one of those people, but I keep trying. But that is something I feel like if I don't figure it out, I will regret that. But not expressing feelings. Oh, there's so many times where people go, I wish I just said what I felt. I wish I had just told them. I wish I just communicated better. Express your feelings. Express them. Tell it like it is. Feel it and say it, but in a kind manner, in a mature manner, in a healthy manner. Don't just be like, I hate you, you're poopy face. No. Be like, hey, what you did, it kind of hurt my feelings. I don't know if that's what you meant, but I'm just letting you know that I don't feel right about that. Boom. Done. All right. Not living a life true to yourself. So glad I came out of the closet. Not letting yourself be happier. I feel like I'm getting there. I feel like I'm a pretty happy person, but I put a lot of responsibility on myself, and I'm harder on myself than I am on anybody else. And my therapist has tried to get that through my brain. There's been so many times where I'm like, oh, I fucked up. I'm so mad at myself. And she goes, if Abby had done that, would you be this mad? I'm like, no, of course not. It was a complete accident. If Abby had done this, I wouldn't be upset at all. I'd hold her. I'd tell her she's beautiful. And she's like, right, why aren't you doing that with yourself? I'm like, shut up. Shut it. But I've been getting better. Not finishing what you start. Okay, well, that's my ADHD issue. Okay, so relax, Google AI. I don't know what the point of any of this is right now, but I just wanted to go through these things. So if any of this resonates with you, maybe this is your sign to start living your life for yourself. Maybe this is your sign to travel more, learn another language, express your feelings, quit your toxic job, quit your toxic relationship. I know too many great women in really shitty relationships. And the men can't be happy either. Like, I feel like there's so many relationships where people are just putting up with one another because it's what they know, because it's comfortable at this point, because they're more scared of what is to come. They're more scared of what they don't know than they are of what, they know is like, they know, oh, this, my boyfriend or my girlfriend is just shit, but I know it. So it's not a surprise. It's not shocking. I can put up with it. I know I can put up with it. But do you want to be in a relationship where you're just putting up with shit? Is that how you want to live your life? Trust me, I've been there. I was in it for years. And I'm here to tell you at 29, I'm 33 now, but at 29, I finally decided I wanted to live a life that made me happy. And I quit I completely changed who I was. And I changed and I got rid of the baggage. You never get rid of your baggage. I got rid of what was weighing me down, and I am so much happier, and I'm so thankful I did. You can get out of that shitty relationship. There are better people out there. Or guess what? You can be single, and that's fine. I know the fear of living alone or being alone after you've been with someone for so long is crippling, but oh my God, trust me, it is so much better than being with someone that makes you feel crappy. And this goes with your job as well. If you're like, well, they pay me well, but it's just like really toxic or whatever. Paychecks are everywhere. You can get a job anywhere doing anything. Oh my God. Do not stick with a shitty job. Go take a jam making. Go start a business. Go work for someone else. You might find maybe it pays $100 less a month, but the people there are so much better. Go find a different job that suits you and stop putting up with shit jobs with shit people. Also, it could be the job is shit, but the people you work with are great. You got to figure out what you want. I'm telling you, there's always something better if you're in a shitty space. If you're in a really great space with really great people and you aren't happy, that's a you thing. Don't think that the grass is greener on the other side. You got to deal with yourself. If you're like, this is a really great job with really great people, and my spouse is really great, but I'm not happy. I need to ditch all of that. No. That's, you gotta work on you. But if you're a happy person, your social life's great, your personal life, your mental health is great, but that job is, job is toxic and everyone's telling you that job is toxic, get rid of that. If all of your friends are saying that boyfriend or that girlfriend is dimming your light, is getting rid of your shine, get rid of them. Don't live with regret. Don't do things that you're going to regret. Okay, I decided then, we're near the end of this, but I wanted to look up on Reddit people's stories. And someone posted, what's your biggest regret in life? And then these are the responses. Someone said that when I was a 21-year-old male, I didn't have the guts to tell my best friend, a 19-year-old male, that I was in love with him. I'm pretty sure he felt the same, but he died 10 years later, so I'll never know. Express your feelings. I regret things I did out of greed, fear, and ignorance that were harmful and caused pain. Yes. Don't see, people do things out of fear. Don't do things out of that. Don't be greedy. Oh, don't be greedy. Don't do it. We're all a little greedy, a little bit, but don't be big greedy. I wish I had taken better care of my teeth, hearing, and joints. I started having this fear. I take really great care of my teeth now, but I've just recently looked at it and I said, next time we go to a concert or a club, I think I'm going to wear earplugs that are really discreet so people don't see them. She's like, okay. And I was like, I can feel my ears hurt after I do those things, and I don't want to be deaf. I don't want to lose my hearing at 60. She's like, okay, I hear that. And then my joints, I've been exercising more, but I've started to do more resistance bands and low impact on my knees because I, again, don't want to be 60 and not be able to walk. So I'm already trying to take steps to make sure I don't regret those things. But that is huge. But thankfully, we haven't been going to any concerts or clubs lately, so I haven't had to do the earplug thing, but I'm ready for it. I already got some that are pretty good. And someone said regarding hearing, sometimes you're just genetically fucked. I always protected my ears, always. No concerts, no headphones. Hadn't been invented yet. And I wouldn't even supervise high school basketball games or dances because of the noise level. I always wore ear protection if I shot anything more than a 22 gauge. Oh, and then they said, so age 72, 73 comes along and suddenly I can't hear worth shit. My dad had the same experiences at the same age. Oh, that sucks. People are saying, wear ear protection at concerts. How do I take care of my joints? Oh, this is huge. Someone says, I regret not wearing sunscreen when I was younger, not realizing how beautiful I was in my teens and 20s, not having more kids. Oh, this was separate things. So they regret not wearing sunscreen when younger. Please, people, wear your sunscreen. Skin cancer and sunspots and looking like old leather, which can be fine. You can be beautiful too. But if that's not what you want to look like when you're older, it is not worth, how am I supposed to say it? Don't think that being tan for one summer or not wearing sunscreen and getting burnt isn't that big of a deal. You'll regret it later when you're dealing with the consequences of it. This is what sucks the most about our health and our beauty or our skincare or whatever, is the decline is so slow that you just don't think about it. I feel as though Gen Z's been doing a phenomenal job of their skincare routine and taking care of their skin and stuff. People wear sunscreen. And what sucks about sunscreen, though, is you have to put it on multiple times a day. It's not just once in the morning and you're good to go. That shit wears off. Can someone create one that lasts a bit longer? Like, give me till 6 p.m., please. But yeah, I want to say in my late 20s, I started realizing, oh, the sun's getting to my skin. Again, if you are fine with all of those things, skin cancer, sunspots, and leather skin, then great. Be confident in it. I'm not. And if you have skin cancer, if your family, your genetics are prone to skin cancer, wear your sunscreen. You don't need to be 20 shades darker in summer. You just don't. Wear your hats, wear your big sunglasses, your UV protection t-shirts. Take care of yourselves. You will regret that. But then they said not realizing how beautiful I was in my teens and 20s. Guys, look in the mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful. And not having more kids. Oh, this person wanted more kids. See, some people are built for it. They just want it. Someone said not getting healthy sooner. At the young age of 42, I lost 68 pounds, started running marathons, radically changed my diet for the better, quit a high-stress job, started sleeping right, quit caffeine, still do decaf though, laid off the soda, pops, whatever, quit dumping table salt on every plate of food, started growing most of my own food, and quit smoking. Currently at 53 and wondering why I waited so long to start feeling good again. Y'all, that's, yeah. There are so many people where I have always tried to, not always, but I've definitely a lot of my life trying to be a bit more health conscious. And there's people who are like, dude, you might die tomorrow. Just have fun, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, but what if I don't? And it's like a catch-22 thing. It's like yeah, you might live till 90 and be healthy, or you might die tomorrow with not having fun. I'm like, well, I do have fun. I do eat desserts. I do fun things that I just believe in moderation and just not gorging myself, not being gluttonous about it. But I get it. Someone regrets quitting college, working too much. Oh, this one's sad. Today, I regret not responding to a silly text from my ex, whom I've known for over 30 years, because I'm stubborn and I expected a phone call was warranted after a minor disagreement. I saw his obituary online today. He died last month. Words can't describe my feelings. I've read that people who don't have regrets haven't truly lived. Sounds like horse shit today. Ooh, that's rough. If I care about someone and I love them, and if they died tomorrow and I would be just heartbroken over it, I make sure that I never leave things on a sour note. I always want to make sure that they know I love them, because that shit scares me. People says they regret their addictions. It wasn't worth it. Man, there is so much. Guys, I know this was a sad episode. I know this was a very big downer, but gosh darn it. I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, I want to be the best me. I've been on that journey for a while, but I feel like this year I've really just taken a hold of that and been trying to take up healthier, happier habits. And there are things I do look back in my life and I'm like, God damn it, what was I doing? I don't want to do that anymore. Nothing big is happening. There's nothing that has sparked this other than just like, I've been doing really good and I want to keep on that track. And I'm just like, how can I get even better? So if there's been anything you've been dragging your feet about that you know could make your life so much better, please, for the love of God, do it. No excuses. I don't want to hear your fucking excuses. Make a plan. If you can't do it today, you can't even do it this year. Make a plan so that it happens next year, that it happens tomorrow. Don't drag your feet. Don't do it. Okay. But that's it. That's all I have for you. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. You're wonderful people. Please subscribe. Please comment below anything you want me to talk about, any stories you have. Comment below things you don't want to regret, things you do regret. Let's have an open conversation. Let's change our lives for the better. Okay, that's the end of this. I'll see you next week. Bye. Thank you for listening to this episode of Rachel Uncensored, the only place on the internet where you can find the uncensored version of me, Rachel Ballinger. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, subscribe, or follow, or do whatever this platform tells you to do so that you can get notified every time I post a new episode. Love ya!